Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Good afternoon, all of the participants of SIG Borobudur International Symposium 2024. Thank you so much for this opportunity to share our research. Let me introduce myself. My name is Piska Aditya Rosyadi. I'm from Department of Electrical Engineering, Universitas Ahmad Dahlan, Yogyakarta. And I am presenting on behalf of my team, Nurina Umi Habibah from Department of Health Nutrition at Universitas Gadjah Mada, Yogyakarta, and Muhammad Lailan Arkom from Universitas Ahmad Dahlan. And I'm pleased to present our research on Internet of Things based intravenous fluid monitoring system prototype and drop per minute control with MG996R servo. First of all, I have to say that about the background, intravenous fluid monitoring is a critical aspect of patient care in healthcare settings. However, manual methods often lead to inefficiencies and potential medical risks. This project focuses on addressing challenges in manual infusing monitoring, such as delays, staff shortage, and error. The aim of this research to develop a system that automates infusion monitoring with real-time precision by using Internet of Things technology. The next is method. We use hardware and software to develop this system. For hardware components consists of load cell for fluid weight detection. As you can see in the graph, as you can see in the slide, like here. Okay, this one, load cell. And then infrared sensor for drop measurement. This one. And then servo motor named MG996R for flow control. This one. And then Arduino Uno and Node MCU ESP8266 for system control and communication. In this Node MCU, I actually use it ESP. It is one of the module Wi-Fi to connecting to the internet server, so that why this monitor can be controlled, can be monitored from the other place by using Internet of Things. We can check in the website, and maybe if we already installed application Android, Blink application, so we can monitor from our device smartphone. This block diagram is the diagram of Internet of Things based infusion fluid monitoring tool in general. So the design consists of three parts actually, as you can see here, namely input, and then processing, and the last one is output. The input of the system is the load cell sensor, which gets the volume of the NaCl, natrium chloride infusion liquid, and infrared sensor here will detect the drop per minute, and the push button will set the condition option. As you can see here, we have two push button. to make the input when we start to monitor of this system. And then the processing of this system is use Arduino Uno, as you can see here. And then we also use Node MCU ASP 8266. Why we use this one? So this module to deliver the data to the internet server. So we can access the data from the other side by using Internet of Things technology. And then the output of the servo motor system will regulate the speed of drop per minute, and LCD here as an indicator of patient and nurse information, and a web here. We can use a local web here, local host dashboard that will display the number of droplets per minute and the volume of infusion fluid. This system use a 12-volt Arduino Uno adapter power supply. This one for the power of the electricity. And then we also use software. In this system, we use a website-based dashboard for real-time monitoring. And then the other side, we also can install Blink application to monitor the system from our smartphone in our Android system. Okay, we go to the research result here. Our system demonstrated high accuracy. As you can see here, load cell measurement reached until 99.8%. Load cell accuracy testing, comparison testing of weight measurement using digital scales with load cell has been carried out on 25 different types of objects. The result of the analysis showed that the average accuracy in 25 load cell tests as a measurement detection was, as I mentioned before, 99.8%. And then the second one, we check the accuracy of servo motor MG996R. Servo motor, we use here the testing, and we can get the information that the accuracy of servo motor until 96.96%. So both of them, I think the accuracy is very good because it's almost 100%. So it means that uh, they just have error so little, maybe under 4%. So it's very accurate, I mean. And then you have to know the testing the photodioda infrared sensor based on the accuracy of the MG996R servo motor is done by dripping infusion fluid at the speed set by the servo motor with different degrees. So in this test, we use variant of degrees to test the servo motor accuracy. The infusion speed will be adjusted to the infusion fluid needs of the treated patient. And then here we also check the local host testing. As you can see here, we have to graph here to figure, I mean, the left side, the left figure, the main display of the web dashboard display. So web localhost testing is intended to find out what will be displayed when the infusion device system is running in the localhost web dashboard display. In main display of the drop per minute graph, web dashboard is shown by the green color, as you can see here. And the infusion volume graph measured by the load cell is shown by the blue color line. Yeah, this one. And then the right figure display the average of web Internet of Things that shown the drop per minute graph and the highest total infusion volume per day. The drop per minute graph is shown by the green color line, and the infusion volume graph measured by the load cell is shown by the blue color line here. And then the notification alert when fluid levels are below than 100 milliliter. So if the infusion intravenous fluid level below than 100 milliliter, so we can get the alarm and alert and notification in our LCD and in our application in Internet of Things, in website, and maybe in Android, I mean Blink application. And then we also have key feature, real-time monitoring of infusion volume and drop rate, or I mean in bahasa we can say tetesan per menit or TPM, alert generated when fluid level fall below 100 milliliter, as I mentioned before. And automation allows differentiation between adult 27 drop per minute and child 19 drop per minute patient. And here, as you can see, this is the system, the figure of the system that we already made. This is the LCD and this is the sensor that embedded in that system. Okay, the last one, we can conclude that the IoT-based infusion monitoring system was successfully implemented. High accuracy in measuring and controlling infusion flow rates, and then real-time monitoring improves patient care efficiency, and the result of testing the speed of drop per minute by using the Servo MG966R with the desired range of condition, namely adult and child condition, with 19 for child drop per minute and 27 for adults drop per minute. And for the future work, enhance servo motor torque and load cell programming. So we want to optimize load cell programming for greater functionality. I think that's all for our presentation. This research was funded by Direktorat Riset Teknologi and Pengabdian kepada Masyarakat or DRTPM Research Grant 2024. Thank you so much for your attention. We are happy to address any question or provide further clarification. Thank you. Wassalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.